Ben Parr, Captivology, The Science of Capturing People's Attention. Welcome to the exciting world of Captivology, The Science of Capturing People's Attention by Ben Parr. In our daily lives, we are constantly bombarded with a plethora of information, making it challenging to focus on anything for an extended period. Through this book summary, you'll better understand the intricacies of harnessing attention for your cause, a critical ingredient in turning good ideas into groundbreaking ones. Discover the science behind immediate, short, and long-term attention, while learning the importance of cues, framing, motivation, trust, and the acknowledgement trigger. Get ready to unravel the mysteries behind capturing people's attention, one strategy at a time.
Battling the attention crisis. Faced with an overwhelming deluge of information each day, people are forced to divide their attention, resulting in fragmented concentration and high levels of distractibility. This makes capturing attention for a cause or enterprise ever more challenging. However, seizing and maintaining attention is critical for turning good ideas into groundbreaking successes. To stay ahead in this attention economy, it is imperative to stand out and make a lasting impression on your target audience. Our modern era exposes us to an astounding amount of information daily, equivalent to digesting 174 newspapers, a significant increase from just 2 decades ago when we faced a mere 48 newspapers worth. Consequently, we find ourselves skimming from topic to topic, unable to fully focus on each piece of information. This scattered attention results from the ease of creating content on various platforms, such as YouTube, blogs, and Instagram. With limited time and an ever-growing sea of data, we have little choice but to divide our attention in an attempt to stay afloat. The downside? This leads to a fragmented focus, increased multitasking, and greater susceptibility to distractions. Harnessing attention in this landscape seems like a daunting task, especially for startups. They require the attention of investors, the press, users, and prospective team members. Moreover, they must compete with rivals and conquer widespread unproductivity caused by the daily influx of irrelevant material. However, attention remains a vital ingredient for the success of ideas and products. Just think of Facebook's dependence on garnering our attention. Merely being good enough is no longer sufficient in this attention economy. Numerous talented individuals fail to rise to prominence or translate their potential into lucrative outcomes. Consider Van Gogh's minimal success during his lifetime. Ultimately, attention transforms good ideas into groundbreaking achievements. Though it may not come easily, it is crucial to identify strategies for capturing your audience's attention and retaining it to thrive in this fiercely competitive environment. Igniting the attention fire. Just like building a fire needs kindling before bigger logs, capturing people's attention starts with sparking their instinctive reflexes, then transitioning that short attention to long-term engagement. Grasping the intricate balance of immediate, short, and long-term attention fosters a powerful connection with one's audience. Our immediate attention is similar to the kindling needed to start a fire. It's an automatic response to potential danger, like being caught off guard by loud shouting at a social gathering. Once this instant attention is ignited, maintaining it calls for short attention, which is driven by the appearance of novelty. When our curiosity is piqued, relevant information is temporarily stored in our working memory, but too much distraction could easily wipe it away. Short attention is fueled by dopamine, a neurotransmitter released when we spot something new, which significantly impacts our motivation. However, drawing on our personal knowledge and experience helps us concentrate on something for a longer period. If an experience aligns well with our individual values and tastes, our long-term memory will mark it as deserving our attention. Take, for instance, Beyoncé, who artfully harnessed long-term attention when she released a surprise album with just one tweet, and the result was skyrocketing sales. How? She nurtured her audience's familiarity with her work and persona over the years, so they inherently paid attention to her announcement. Ultimately, acquiring and sustaining attention requires the skill to capture people's instincts, short-lived curiosity, and long-lasting devotion. By striking the perfect balance, we can build our fire of attention, just as a roaring, long-lasting fire demands patience and an ample supply of kindling. Captivate with contrast and symbols. Our brains are constantly filtering information, seeking cues that grab our attention. Utilizing two techniques, contrast and association, can help make your ideas or messages more noticeable. Contrast works by highlighting differences, like eye-catching colors, while association links your message to memorable symbols or ideas. By employing these strategies, you can capture and maintain the attention of your audience. Have you ever tried to ignore something visually striking in your environment, like someone wearing a bright red shirt? If so, you probably struggled. We're wired to notice certain cues, and our brain automatically selects what deserves our attention depending on factors like color, movement, and sound. These cues are brief, so we rely on general rules called heuristics to make quick and effective decisions. There are two popular ways to use heuristics for getting noticed: contrast and association. Contrast involves emphasizing differences. For instance, we're biologically wired to spot certain colors that indicate either opportunities or risks. Research shows that simply changing an online sign-up button's color can boost subscriptions significantly, in some cases, by up to 33%. Hence, creating contrast can help your idea or message stand out. Association is another powerful technique. Our brains connect experiences with words, images, meanings, and feelings, making them associative machines. Linking your message to eye-catching symbols or attention-grabbing ideas can make it more memorable. A perfect example of using contrast and association effectively is the Heartbleed bug case from 2014. When a dangerous software bug surfaced that allowed hackers to steal sensitive information, security company Codenomican used contrast, a red heart symbol, and association, the name Heartbleed, alongside a bleeding heart logo, to attract public attention and raise awareness about the bug's risks. By leveraging the power of contrast and association, you'll not only capture your audience's attention but also maintain and control it throughout your message. Framing for impactful communication. To engage with your audience effectively, it's crucial to understand their frame of reference, and utilize it in your communication strategy. By tailoring your message to fit within their cultural context, and invoking the fear of missing out, you can captivate their attention and leave a lasting impression. How we perceive information is heavily influenced by our frames of reference, which are shaped by our past experiences, expectations, and interests. You may not realize it, but even the way something is worded dramatically affects our comprehension of the message. For instance, politicians often employ the power of framing by replacing gun control with gun safety to make it more palatable. To truly capture your audience's attention, consider adopting these two strategies. 1. Align your message with your audience's frame of reference. Gain insights into the cultural norms and prevalent opinions that shape their lives. Neglecting this can lead to significant missteps, such as the one made by Revlon when they launched a camellia-scented perfume in Brazil. They failed to recognize that camellias are associated with funerals in Brazilian culture, resulting in a product flop. 2. Leverage the power of scarcity by tapping into the fear of missing out, FOMO. Our natural inclinations lead us to obsess over possible missed opportunities, so make use of that instinct by presenting your offer as exclusive and time-sensitive. For instance, limit product access by selling only one item per day, fostering the perception of value and rarity. Even popular platforms like Facebook employ this tactic, presenting users with exclusive content to entice them to use the platform more. By aligning with your audience's frame of reference and capitalizing on their fear of missing out, you can successfully grab their attention and engage them in lasting ways. Mastering intrinsic motivation. Our smartphones captivate us with the promise of dopamine-releasing rewards, but their effects are short-lived. The key to long-term engagement lies in understanding intrinsic and extrinsic rewards. Tangible rewards like money and prizes can momentarily grab our attention, but fail to propel us to excel. Intrinsic rewards, rooted in our innate desires for independence, status, and learning, lead to loyalty and sustained attention. By tapping into our audience's intrinsic motivations, long-lasting engagement and success are achievable, as demonstrated by Google's allowance for employee-driven projects. Our modern lives revolve around the constant allure of our smartphones. This fixation is fueled by dopamine, the neurotransmitter released when we encounter new experiences. The anticipation of something pleasurable, such as an email, text, or breaking news, keeps us coming back. However, these fleeting moments of pleasure fall within two categories of motivation that affect our long-term engagement. Extrinsic rewards, such as money, food, and prizes, can momentarily motivate us but soon lose their hold. Studies have shown that high pay has a relatively weak correlation to satisfaction, proving that external rewards don't guarantee excellence or enjoyment. Thus, relying solely on extrinsic motivations produces only temporary bouts of interest. In contrast, intrinsic rewards resonate with our internal motivations and values, capturing our attention for the long haul. When driven by intrinsic motivations, our actions align with our desires for independence, power, romance, and status. For instance, the difference between reading a book to boost your grade and reading to genuinely learn exemplifies the distinction between extrinsic and intrinsic motivations. To truly engage with an audience or sustain personal motivation, focus on achieving intrinsic rewards. Google's approach of allowing employees to dedicate 1 day per week to personal projects fosters curiosity, autonomy, and fulfillment, ultimately leading to greater success. While extrinsic rewards may provide an instant temporary allure, remember that intrinsic rewards foster loyalty, long-term engagement, and profound satisfaction. Harnessing the power of intrinsic motivation creates a path to sustained success and enriching experiences. Cultivating trust and reputation. Trust is a crucial element in society, and it's often determined by reputation. People tend to trust well-known figures, experts, and the collective judgment of crowds. To connect with an audience and build trust, give them the power of participation to foster engagement and validation, which strengthens your reputation and credibility. It's no secret that trust is a vital commodity in society. When Edward Snowden revealed the NSA's activities, the American people's trust in their government plummeted from 53% to 16%. But what actually inspires or undermines trust? Reputation plays a critical role in our decision-making process. Think of it as an evaluative shortcut that helps us determine whom or what to believe. For example, if you're a fantasy novel enthusiast and come across a new book by J.K. Rowling, you'd likely assume it's worth your time, given her Harry Potter series acclaim. Additionally, our trust tends to gravitate towards experts and authority figures, whether to avoid negative consequences, like ignoring doctors or police officers, or because they are charismatic and inspiring leaders, such as the Dalai Lama or Oprah Winfrey. Crowds, in particular, have the power to shape reputation. While individual experts can be fallible, 1,500 people unanimously loving a restaurant seem more reliable. A 1-star increase on Yelp translates to a 5 to 9% boost in a restaurant's revenue. We generally trust the judgments of crowds and conform to them to avoid social alienation. To genuinely connect with an audience, empower them with the opportunity to participate. In 2010, Vitamin Water utilized a Facebook app to crowdsource its new flavor, label design, and bottle design, offering a $5,000 reward to the winner. Over 40,000 people participated, making the black cherry and lime flavor a huge success. In the end, reputation is a combination of credibility and value. Seek the endorsement of someone with a strong reputation to draw attention to your cause, and it'll help you establish trust and make a lasting impact. Winning attention through validation. Capturing and holding someone's attention is built upon the foundation of recognition, validation, and understanding. These three elements create trust and allow for stronger connections with others, whether it's in personal relationships or business strategies. Utilizing the acknowledgement trigger, which appeals to our basic human needs, can effectively secure long-term attention and support from those around us. When someone tells you, "I think you're special," "I get you," "I know how you feel, and I care about you," it's no surprise that they instantly capture your attention. This is because our inherent desire to be recognized, validated, and understood plays a major role in forming trust. When we trust someone, we naturally pay more attention to them, and this attention is often reciprocal. We pay attention to those who pay attention to us. Focusing on what affirms our identity, values, and uniqueness allows us to become more invested in activities or products that make us feel validated. A prime example is Facebook. We gravitate towards it not just to see what our friends are doing, but because the platform provides us with likes, comments, and interactions that make us feel more connected and acknowledged. Harnessing these feelings of recognition, validation, and understanding can be a powerful strategy for securing someone's attention. Looking back at the vitamin water campaign, the company successfully engaged its audience by allowing them to contribute and have a voice in the decision-making process. Additionally, winners gained recognition through prizes. This strategy works well on an individual level too. Expressing gratitude when someone acknowledges you or your work strengthens that connection and secures their attention for longer periods. Ultimately, the most potent attention getter is the acknowledgement trigger, which appeals to our core needs. By showing your target audience that you see them and actively validate their contributions, you can effectively win and retain their attention.
In conclusion, Captivology offers readers a profound understanding of the science behind capturing and maintaining people's attention. Through exploring immediate, short, and long-term attention, you've learned about using cues and heuristics to garner notice, engaging with people's frames of reference, drawing on intrinsic and extrinsic motivations, leveraging experts and crowds to build trust, and the power of the acknowledgement trigger. With these valuable insights and practical strategies, you are now equipped to transform your ideas and products into attention-grabbing, long-lasting success stories. Remember, harnessing attention is the key to making ideas and products both successful and enduring.